Good evening, I'm Jeff Lyons. It is 9 o'clock here and time for the 14First Alert Weather Show at 9. We do this, of course, every night at 9 o'clock to give you an option here to catch your weather before. Oh, I know what I did here. Just a minute. We're not streaming on our Facebook feed here. Hold on one second. We'll get everybody lined up here. Okay. We will be with our Facebook crowd here in just a moment. If you're late tuning in, this is the First Alert Weather Show at 9. We do have some showers and some thunderstorms showing up around and about, and we will be looking at those momentarily because we do have some rain moving in overnight. Looks like our main concern, if we have any, would be some flash flooding under some of those heavier areas of rain. So that's the situation that we're expecting overnight. Just a few thunderstorms, maybe with some heavy rainfall and a little localized flooding out there. All right, let's check it out here. And we'll start, of course, as we always do, kind of with our to-do list, things that are coming up this week. First off, we have some storms moving in overnight. It will be slightly less humid and dry, but still warmer as we go into the week. This is where the rain is falling at the moment, most of it up here in Wayne County. And you can see, at least for now, we have a little bit of lightning showing up there, not a whole lot. And the concern here would be very heavy rainfall with these storms. They're not moving particularly fast, and so because of that, they would have time to put down a lot of rainfall. We might have standing water here along US 45 and in some of the roads there between Fairfield and Sisney. So that's where the rain is coming down now. If we look at a little broader view here, you can see that there's kind of a line trying to come together, although at the moment the best chances for heavy rain are in Wayne County, and then we have additional rain out to our west that'll kind of push through. This is part of a cold front, by the way. We should call it a cool front. It's not going to make it cold out there, but it will pull the temperature back a couple degrees and knock our humidity down for about one day tomorrow, and then we're back up to 90 on Wednesday, mid-90s by the end of the week there. The 4th of July will be hot and humid as it usually is, and then mid-90s over the weekend. So if you're camping or doing anything outdoors, it'll be a good weekend for it. It'll be a little hot, of course, as it would be in July, but we're not expecting any disruptive or severe weather, anything like that. The heat index forecast through the rest of the week here, slowly ticking back up, upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're back into the triple digits there as that temperature soars into the mid-90s and we have a little more humidity back in play. The storm risk is general for tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday, basically nothing going on out there. Our model here continues to bring the rain right across the middle part of the tri-state by about 11:30 to midnight tonight. And then we clear out overnight so that by midday tomorrow we should be partly to mostly sunny. And we will stay that way then through Wednesday as well. Winds will come out of the northwest tomorrow. That's the only thing that really differentiates tomorrow from the rest of the week, and because of that, less humid and not as hot. Rainfall potential for the entire week, and this would include overnight tonight into next Monday, 3/10, and I think any of that, all of that will likely come overnight as our rain chances are pretty slim for the remainder of the week. Temperatures across the eastern half of the country have started to come back down from that heat wave last week, and that means right now, for instance, we're at 82 here. Nice and cool in St. Louis, about 10 degrees, we're at 72 there, and that's the air that will be moving our way later tonight and tomorrow. In the meantime, still kind of sultry out there. 85 right now in Greenville with a feels like of 93. It's real close out there, as you know, if you've been out. 91 was our high today, and we did get down to 74 this morning. We'd like to see those lows in the middle 60s. That would indicate, first off, the dew point is down there, and secondly, that we have a little more room to cool things down. So for the month, complete turnabout there from that high of 78 that we had on the 1st. Basically, the last week, week and a half here has been in the 90s, And we did add a little bit of rain this morning with those storms, about 38 hundredths. So that's going to add to our monthly total there. We would be at about 6.5 inches of rainfall. And that it still puts us in about 7th, 8th place for the month. For the year, we are still waterlogged as well. Tomorrow, mid to upper 80s instead of 90s, and partly to mostly sunny. The system coming through, not a lot of power behind it to produce severe weather. I know if you've been following social media or Channel 14 here, we've shown you tornadoes and flooding and big hail and everything going on in the plains, but these storms are going to be pretty tame as they come across the tri-state and head on off to the east. So we're not anticipating any problems overnight or through the remainder of the work week. You know, sometimes we dodge rain on the 4th of July, but this year it looks like we will stay dry. European and GFS models both keeping us dry through the weekend until Sunday late, maybe some scattered showers then, and again on Monday. So 72 tonight, some scattered thunderstorms. You might hear a little thunder in the night and see some lightning. Up to 88 tomorrow with sunny skies and less humid. 7-day forecast is dry through Saturday and Sunday, really, for all practical purposes. Maybe a few scattered showers there late Sunday and Monday. Longer range, we keep the temperature well above normal through the 10th of July, and wetter than normal too. We keep getting our rain kind of on schedule, so stuff remains green out there, lawns and so forth, looking pretty good. And that's always a plus, especially in July, if you can still have decent landscape in that. Well, I'm not able to change. I have my pet pick is lined up here. I'm having a little computer issue here. Let me see here if I can get back into it, and we will try that in just a second. And while I'm doing that, we can certainly check questions here. I just have to get back into my program. Seems like Monday I always have these little issues. Oh, it went completely dark back there. That's a good look. Fear not, it's coming back up here. Sometimes when we remote into these computers, which we do back here in the streaming room, stuff gets a little blicky, and we'll have something fall out like it did just now. So while that's coming around, we will come back over here to your questions, and we got a few of you in there. Let's see. Seeing some lightning in the northwest, says Jeff Miller. Yep, that's about right. Lacey Martin says Haley Kirby's over at KMOV, our sister station in St. Louis. That's right, too. We can't put anything by you guys. You're pretty sharp. Laura Gray's watching from Dawson Springs. We appreciate that. And all right, here. Now, when this comes back up, then we'll get to our pet pick. And in the meantime, let's check your question here. Adam Lewigs, hope to do some dirt work tomorrow in Linville. I guess that's a no-go. It will depend on how much rain we get tonight. Some spots will get a lot, you know, maybe an inch of rain, and others will get very little. So they're just going to be spotty, you know what I mean? Oh, look, we got our graphics back. Okay, I'll make this worth your while here. We'll get right to the pet pick tonight. This is a good one, and I know this is why most of you are here, right? Get the old pet pick here, and then we'll have a quick science corner too. We should see Zoe here at any moment behind me and get our pet pick going. Well, oh, I'm snake bit. What is going on? I do not know. All right, well, we'll let it concentrate. Maybe it's just hung up. Let's see. Sergeant Williams says FedEx driver needs a break from the heat. I'll bet you do. Those trucks aren't particularly air conditioned, are they? I mean, opening the door they are, but Laura Gray's husband got his yard mowed today, or their yard mowed today, mowing his mom's yard. Yeah, today was the mowing day, by the way. Hey, look, our pet pick came up. I knew it would happen. If we stood and talked long enough, we would get some satisfaction here. All right, this Beth sent this in, and that's Zoe, a happy, happy dog out there. What dog wouldn't be happy? I think this was taken a month or two ago because you see the flowers there on the ground, and the grass isn't quite green yet. I think Zoe would probably be in the shade on a day like today. So anyhow, we appreciate your picture there. Beth, we can always use more, of course. Hey, we'll engage in a little fireworks history for you here. This is part of Science Corner for tonight. And, you know, fireworks were discovered by the Chinese a long time ago, but before the tariffs even, around 600 to 900 AD. And it was quite by accident. They were sitting around a fire, as the legend goes, and they had some bamboo pieces that either had water in them or trapped air, and when they got in the fire, they exploded, making a big bang. And the Chinese thought, this is a way we can honor, you know, deities, we can scare off enemies, we can do all kinds of things. Well, they refined the fireworks, and instead of bamboo, then eventually began using paper to roll firecrackers and things like that. Fireworks became popular in Europe then in the 13th to 15th centuries, which would be the 1400s there on the other end. And they then, you know, made the trip across the ocean into the United States at that time, or the new land, the new world. Italians invented aerial shells in the 1830s, and that really changed the whole fireworks thing, because now we could vault them into the air and make these huge spectaculars, right? And those shells that you see go up, some of them can be this big, you know, 12, 16 inches. At the bottom of them, they have a powder charge called a lift charge, and that, when lit, goes out a nozzle, which forces the ball to go up. Inside the ball, we have several smaller balls, each made of different chemicals and compounds, which in turn cause the colors that we see with the fireworks. So to actually get this whole concept to go, we light the fuse, which sets off first the lifting charge, and the shell goes up into the air. There's a delayed charge fuse in there, and that's the one that explodes the ball that I showed you. And then we get all these different colors up there. And you know, if you were big in chemistry or have a periodic table at home, you can follow along. Otherwise, just know that there are many different chemical compounds that have been discovered over the years that are used in fireworks. And as you might have guessed, that they do pollute a little bit. So some places are going to drone shows, which are kind of cool as well. All right, so a little something there about fireworks for you. And we will go back over to your questions now. Let's see. Do I think the line of storms will come together even though it's pretty unorganized right now? I think it will be kind of like it is right now, which is somewhat broken. And we'll go back here to the radar so we can check it out. And hopefully we'll get it. Keeping my fingers crossed, the computer will cooperate with me. And it's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. Oh, you're killing me. There it goes. So the question was, will it consolidate into a line or not? Right now, that does not appear to be happening. The northern flank of it here is just kind of going this way, southern part sticking in Kentucky, and between them here, very little happening. When we look at that bigger picture, which had the you know, the composite radar, the storms from farther away, you can see that what's coming in here now, we're kind of at the lead edge of a cold front that will come down and hopefully wring some moisture out. Now, on the plus side, we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. The dew point at this hour was like 70 or 69, so there's plenty of moisture. These storms could be very efficient at producing rain, but they do have to form, and at the moment, that is not happening. Will the line fill in later tonight? I would say yes to some degree, maybe not as intense as it is up there in Wayne County right now, but you can see some of these stronger cells starting to emerge. So yeah, I think we are going to hear some thunder and get some rain at bare minimum across the Evansville metro area. Whether or not it will be as intense as what's happening to our north, the jury is out on that. I would say it's certainly possible, but I'm thinking probably not. Okay? Can I ride both sides of the fence anymore? Let's see. All right, seeing. Yeah, Lacey Martin sees the rain in Fairfield or near there. Yeah, All right. So I think that has us covered. So the bottom line here, again, is we are going to get a few showers and thunderstorms here in the next several hours. This line trying to merge together, but more than likely the top and bottom there, the north and south sections will be the strongest. And in the middle here, we will have some pockets of heavier rainfall. Some of you might get an inch of rain in your backyard or in your gauge. Others might get a whole lot less than that. And then behind it, we have cooler, drier air filtering in for tomorrow. And that will be our nicest day of the week, as it will start to get hot and humid then as we go through the remainder of the week. All right, that is your First Alert Weather Show for tonight. I appreciate you watching tonight, and always I'll see you on 14 News at 10. Please stay safe. Thanks for watching.